I'm going to sharpen this knife today. This is a custom knife made by Will Freeman. It is an 01 steel. It is a kitchen knife, obviously. He profiled this really thin. It used to have a hamon line, which you can barely see now. Perhaps you can see that. Anyway, the edge itself had a warp that ended up chipping out right here, and then the tip ended up blunting on us. So I'm going to use the tri-stone, the Smith tri-stone, to sharpen this up. Basically what this is a silicone carbide stone. This is like a India fine, and this is a, I believe it's a hard Arkansas stone. I'm going to use my usual lubricant, which is 1 part baby oil, 1 part dish soap, 4 parts water. Got that recipe from Caleb McCullough. Just going to get this lubricated and we are going to get started. This shouldn't take very long. Like I said, it's a very thin knife. Definitely got a burr already formed. You can hear it. But I'm not through that chip. However, I'm gonna go ahead and switch sides because I want to work this from both sides. And we will grind that one. Keeping the same angle, which is my usual sharpening angle, just what my hand feels comfortable at. Comes out around 18 degrees on most knives, give or take. To get that tip back, I'm not going to try to get it crazy pointy like it was previously. I'm just going to sharpen it like it is. Eventually, over the course of sharpenings, it will develop the tip. The way it was previously, it was just really pointy, and I kept stabbing myself. Same for Connie. Looks like I've got the chip ground completely out now. There might be just a hint of it left, so should do a few more passes, both sides. I'm now switching over to the medium grit. This is like a Norton India stone, really hard. It's just aluminum oxide. For 01 steel, it'll cut just fine. However, if you got something with high carbides. I'm not 100% sure it's going to cut for you. It'll probably just give you like burnishing. But for this steel, it's going to be just fine. Final stone. This is, like I said, I think a hard Arkansas stone. As you can see, there's very little buildup on the stone. If it does build up, you can just take a diamond plate or something and lap them, obviously, or take another silicon carbide stone, lap them with it. That would clean the stone just fine. Even a rust eraser would get down in there and clean that up. Let's do a 3-cut test real quick. It's 100. $127. And 109. Forgot to do a cut test. Make this real quick. Knife's very sharp, very thin. The Bess C average came out to 112. Obviously, the thinner the knife, the better it's going to slice. And this is a very, very thin knife. This has a very tiny bevel, as you can see. Like I said, this knife is very, very, very thin. Smith Tri-Home. Really effective. Got silicon carbide, like I said, India, and a hard Arkansas stone. These are fairly priced. You can get them Walmart. I even think Cabela's and places like that carry them. If you know how to sharpen and just looking for a cheap kit, that's a good way to go. If you guys have any questions or comments, as always, leave them down below. I appreciate you watching. Y'all have a good one.